Welcome to another episode of Motivational Minutes. I'm your man Bailey, and today we have a special guest.
Bad, drip, drip.
DA got that dope.
I'm here, nigga. Take a minute motivational hits. Real life, real talks, motivational minutes.
Yo ass is officially now being recorded. Are you on a phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on the phone.
Wipe off your damn camera. What kind of phone you got? All right, introduce yourself. Let the world know who you are.
I'm the one and only, the infamous shit talk on Facebook. Now I'm playing with you. My name's Chris Miles, so tuning in with Mr. J.K., aka John Bailey himself.
Don't nobody know that alias out here. I killed that. I killed that person.
Killed that person.
I killed that person off.
No, you can't. You was just doing a little video snippet the other day.
Yeah, I did a reaction to one of my old videos. You know, just something to start off the new year, give them a little something different.
Yeah.
Have a little fun.
But anyways, on this topic we was talking about earlier.
All right, so hold on. Before we go there, I'm gonna read this message that he put on Facebook earlier, so y'all can understand where this comes from. So a lot of the times, a lot of the conversations that you be seeing on my stuff, believe it or not, like the last big video, or the last video I actually did was because of Chris. So that was actually his post. So today, the post goes a little like this. A lot of females want to talk about what they deserve in a relationship, then turn around and post ass and booty and titty pics and be all over social media platforms with the shit. Like, who's gonna take you serious, but want to get mad if a nigga jump in your inbox and shoot a shot. So you want to post shit for attention seeking, but you end up attracting the wrong kind of attention, but you want a good man though. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Good women will like this post and not get offended, but you other motherfuckers gonna have a lot to say. So just to recap, initially we started off this conversation, it was just me and him, and I didn't turn on the cameras or nothing. And it was literally us talking about how a female will literally come at you and be like, hey, I require this kind of attention, and treat me like a lady and treat me like a woman and give me this sort of attention. But at the same time, everything's on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, OnlyFans, all these different platforms. But at the same time, you know, she's sitting here saying, hey, I'm a woman, treat me like this and treat me like that. What extra would you throw in there, Chris?
I would, from a man's point of view, I don't know, I would just have to tell the women, if they want to put these standards and high expectations on a man and what they classify as a man and what they see a man in their mindset as what he should be, and they want a man to give up so much, I think they have to really sit down and look at themselves and ask themselves, look, okay, well, I'm asking this man to give up, whether it's his side chicks, whether it's how he moves in the street, whatever the case may be. if they're asking so much from us, then on my side, I want to know, look, are you females able to give up all these alternatives that you guys have and access to from other social medias that will lead you away from posting certain pictures or acting a certain way or living that social media life that you really don't live, but behind closed doors you want, a good man if you want to have these conversations and put this on social media. But in all reality, do they really want that?
And that's the biggest question is you're sitting here saying that's what you want, but what you're showing, what you're portraying is something totally different.
Totally different.
So this will be a question for you ladies is how do you guys go about showing a different aspect of who you are or what you have to offer? Because as men, that's exactly what we see. We see ass, titties, twerking
all day.
And it's non-stop. And the crazy part about it is, it's not just from the female that we're trying to talk to. It's like all her girlfriends, all your other friends, all your common friends. It's crazy because I see certain dudes where they want to argue and fight over their female, but it's their female that's all over social media throwing their shit out there. And he be like, oh, but you be looking at my girl. No, I ain't been looking at your girl. Your girl put everything on Front Street. We had no choice but this here. Like, I have to unfriend everybody to get away from it. Like, the shit's everywhere. It's like walking around in the what's the Red District in the UK or some shit. And it's like,
what?
How, if you want to be seen or looked at in a certain way, how are we supposed to do that when you're also consistently showing a totally different side?
You know what was a good comment on there by one of my friends? He said, us as men too also have to stop pretty much like being a part of the process. Like, okay, so we can't get on there and
we feed the beast.
Yeah, so we pretty much like feed the beast. So
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Pointing fingers about, oh, this girl, she doing this girl, she doing that. We got to stop pressing that like button on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as we sitting there pressing that like button and we liking those booty pics and titty pics and ass pics, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes the shit look good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes us as men, you know what I'm saying? You know, it ruffles our feathers a little bit, so to speak. But in all reality, if you're going to be serious, if everybody's trying to be serious and so-called look for love and they want to find all this stuff, then that's the wrong way you should go about it, because you're going to seek the wrong attention.
It's not even seeking the wrong attention. You're going to get the wrong attention, like, regardless. And this is the thing. So, me personally...
So hold up. So do you think that if a female would post something... Okay, so say, like, the moms. So you got a lot of moms and stuff on social media. Do you think they will get the same attention and the same seeking that another woman would get if she would post in, say, a bikini suit, or, you know, she's laying down on her bed and she's in some type of, you know, sexual position, or, you know, she got her ass in the mirror and she's sitting on the counter? Do you think a mom would get the same perception from guys if they're, like, you know, they're well dressed, they're well mannered, put together? They're probably sitting in a nice, you know, casual setting, you know, something not showing their cleavage and stuff like that. Do you think they would get the same attention that a lot of these men are giving to these other women?
No.
And those are actually the good women? We're
going to give you the attention based off of what you put out there. So, for me personally, about a year ago, on my Facebook page specifically, if I saw a female and it said, "Hey, go check out my OnlyFans," on my own, I don't care how long we've known each other. I don't care how cool we are. I've been deleting them because it. Once you start promoting that, you're now promoting like sex purely. I watched how their profile went from just regularness to just nothing but ass and titties. Ass, titties, twerking, and then everything on there was OnlyFans, 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 OnlyFans. So it just got to a point to where it was like, you making me look at you different, and I don't want to look at you like that.
Yeah.
So I had to change the way that I even do things. And I look at it like this more than anything is, we're both fathers and we both got little girls in our lives.
Right.
Do you want to see your daughter like that?
No.
Do you want every man in the city looking at your little girl?
No.
And that was my thought process, because now I look at it a lot differently as I look at my girls grow up and sit here and go, if I'm sitting here and I'm okay with that with you, then I also have to be okay with that with my own kids. And then, like, I have a niece who's 21 years old, and I see her on Facebook twerking or doing something. And I saw even recently, like, she was hanging out with some strippers. Nah, you're not going down that route. Now, I can't say that to you, but then, be okay or liking other females' stuff on the exact same platform where you're seeing me like this. You seeing me now? It's a double standard.
Yeah.
It's okay for them, but it's not okay for you. So I had to check myself and get away from that, because it's like, if I as a man am gonna change this standard or be a part of changing the standard of women out here basically selling themselves, and I get it, I understand. Look, we're in a pandemic. Y'all gotta hustle. But there are so many other things that you could hustle more than your body.
Hold up. They've been doing this shit way before the pandemic now.
Yeah, but the numbers went up when the pandemic locked in. The numbers went up when the pandemic locked in. I ain't gonna lie. Look, everybody has had to hustle more than what they had to before, right? But the OnlyFans and the escorting went to a whole new high. A whole new high. And I'm sitting here going, didn't most of y'all already go to school to become like CNAs and nurses? Why don't y'all use that shit at the one time they need you the most?
I don't know. So how would we as humanity, how do we get the kings and our queens back on the same page? Because right now it just seems like there's just a whole bunch of finger pointing, and it's a whole bunch of blaming, and it's a whole bunch of, you did this or you did that to me, so I'm gonna do this to you. And it's like, I don't know, it's like at the end of the day, it's like we're all just torn people trying to find and navigate our ways through, like I said in the last post you did a video about, through this thing called life. So, what I'm saying, you got this broken woman and you have this broken man, and what I'm saying, you're going from relationship to relationship, and both of the individuals can be hurt. What I'm saying? They can be hurt in different ways. They can be hurt by abuse. They can be hurt by certain traumas. They can be hurt,
environment
like you said,
they was raised in. There's so many different things. There's so many different reasons.
Dads and moms in their lives, so people go through different, like different times and tribulations and stuff in their life to where it's like, okay, so when you get in a relationship with that person, you know, they don't really know what it's like to, you know, love someone. They don't know what it's like to really, you know, have communication with that person and stuff like that. It's just like nowadays people are just in a relationship to have that label, that I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or just to post on social media to make it seem like, hey, look at me over here. You know, I'm in this relationship with this person. So I don't know. It's like people these days are more concerned about likes and validation from strangers that you don't even know, that 95% of these people on Facebook you have no communication with, never seen in person, but you will have validation from these complete strangers on your life and who you should date, how you should date. You know what I'm saying? Which nobody really has the answer to.
But we do have the answer. The answer is right here.
I want to know, what is your answer?
The answer is exactly right here. You have two men already saying, hey, we not finna put up with the shits no more. Right? It starts here, right? And you got other friends that you know ain't with the shits. And it just has to continually do that. But at the same time, we have to let it be known, because a lot of the times females aren't reacting to do things just to do them. They're doing them for us because they got our attention. Well, as much as they got our attention, they also don't like the attention. So if we continue to push this message out here like this is not what we're truly looking for, I mean, at some point in time, it's going to change, because everything spreads like wildfire. So if we do this, just like, obviously, that's why I said we need to make this into a video. The moment that this goes out, whether one person sees it or 500 people see it or 500,000 people see it, they see it. The women see it. They hear it. The men see it. They hear it. Yes, it's now at a point that women don't even understand that when it comes to ass and titties and all, we're desensitized to it. That's the reason men are coming at you stronger and harder and just straight up sending you dick pics and asking for show me your titties and pull the panties to the side. It's because
that's the normal now.
Yeah, because now we don't care to just see your ass and your titties in a bra. We want to see you butt ass naked now, because everybody's already posted on there. And then if you really look at it, if you go to certain places on social media, certain places in social media at this point, you got women where they sitting there in they tank tops. They wearing now white tank tops and it's wet. They want you to see, you know, their areolas and nipples and shit poking through the shirt. So it's not like it's just a situation of, hey, look at me. It's now, hey, look at me, and then when we look, it's like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me. Don't be like that. Don't talk to me like that. Treat me like a woman. Buy me this, do that. You gotta be this kind of man. Hold up. You just said, look at you. I'm looking. I like what I see. Now let me touch, let me play. Yeah. No, that's not why I wanted you to look at me. I just wanted your attention so that you could treat me like a lady. But you didn't come at me like a lady. And then they're quick. Yeah. Hey, I want everything to be old-fashioned. Okay, well then if we're going to be old-fashioned, take your ass back in the house. I'm going to come knock on your door, ask your dad if you can come sit out on the porch so we can have a conversation. We're going to do that for a couple months till he gives me permission to take you out on a date. And they're like, nah, just take me out on a date. No, then you don't want old-fashioned. Yeah. You want to skip all these other steps to get to the good shit, but you ain't even did nothing to receive the good shit.
Yeah.
So it's beyond, it's hella double standards that's in there. It's a whole lot of me, gimme. It's a whole lot of, I think at this point, it's really a lot of confusion. It's because women are so used to asking for this attention, but when they get the attention, they really don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, pay attention to me. And the moment you pay attention to them, okay, and now we like, show me something. Are you a good woman? Can you cook? Can you clean? Are you good with finances? Do you got a good job? Like, show me what you're working with. And then she's just like, look at my ass.
Yeah. I mean, because truthfully, that's all they know. I mean, from the music videos to, whatever we do now in life with social media and entertainment. I mean, that's all you see across the board. So it's like everybody has to ride that wave. It's like everybody has to follow that same trend. And, it's almost like women and men are scared to be what we are. You know what I'm saying? Women can't be women anymore without, making it seem like they have to degrade themselves. Men can't be caring and show emotions and be nice to a female or just want to take her out on a date without being considered as being soft. Or, oh, girl, you don't want to be with nobody like that because, he's a pushover. Like now these days, these women, oh, I want a thug, I want a gangster, people got to be rah-rah all the time. Like,
they want, they want that love and hip-hop relationship. They want a nigga that's straight up gonna treat them like shit today, but then take them shopping tomorrow.
Right.
And that's what love is. And unfortunately, so now, and that's a whole totally different situation. Like that's a whole totally different video. I've had that conversation with so many different people. They're literally living out here wanting this love and hip hop lifestyle, and it's not real. One, first and foremost, it's a TV show. The stuff that is being bought and the things that are being portrayed, 9 times out of 10 is not real. Like they're not really taking that home. It's not really theirs. It's just for TV. Their relationships, some of them have real drama and some of it is fake drama. Most of those relationships are relationships just for TV. They're paid to show that lifestyle. They're paid to entertain you. You guys are trying to take entertainment and make it real. I was just listening to an interview where they said the word of 2020 is Birkin. No one, prior to 2020, I had never heard a Birkin bag as much as I did in the year 2020. And again, these females don't even realize that these bags start off around $60,000 and go up to $400,000, $500,000, even $1 million. They don't even realize these bags they're Hermes bags. Birkin is the model. They got more than one model. Most of them ugly as hell. And I guarantee ain't none of you known anybody to have one. Period. No one knows anyone with a Birkin bag because it costs too much. In order for you to truly have a Birkin bag, you are a multi-millionaire. Or you just a dumb motherfucker who took everything they had just to have a status, a symbol of status, or whatever you want to call it. And that's the society we live in. And because one female says it, another one does it. If Nicki Minaj had never gotten a contract with MK, Michael Kors would not be where it's at today. No one knew about Michael Kors prior to 2012. No one cared about Michael Kors. Michael Kors was a JCPenney brand. It's been around since the late 80s. It has never done anything major, but just because Nicki Minaj did a partnership, it became everything. And now every female, now I say, and women sit here and they say it all the time, oh, I'm not like that last bitch. I'm not like that last bitch. But then you say, okay, show me your nails. And then y'all's nails is done the same, and this one is a different color on both fingers. Y'all all do the same thing. You see another female with a certain hairstyle. When Rihanna shaved the sides of her hair, everybody had the sides of their head shaved. When when Fenty came out, everybody wanted to do Fenty. Y'all can sit here and say whatever you want. When Destiny's Child said they wanted a soldier, every female wanted a soldier. When Beyonce said to the left, all of a sudden, y'all was kicking all these niggas to the curb. It's like, it's all fads. You forget, it was a man that came out with the song INDEPE. He was the one saying he wanted a woman that was independent. Then another woman came out with a song that said she was independent. And now all of a sudden, even to this day, women swear I'm independent. Okay, but what does that even mean? If you ask a female, even right now, what does that mean? These different things. Rihanna came out with another song, said she was a savage. Every female was a savage. City Girls came out, Hot Girl Summer. Every summer been a hot girl summer. All summer long, hot girl summer. What's a hot girl summer? It's a song. But you guys are making these things, and these things that you guys are making your lifestyles, your love and hip hop lifestyles, your entertainment lifestyle. Guess what? It's all fake. It's all entertainment. It's not meant for you guys to try to listen to these lifestyles. Y'all are just supposed to be listening to the songs. But you guys are literally trying to make this real and make it part of our society. And guess what? While you women are doing this, what you forget about is you got daughters watching you. And for you dudes that's out here promoting this whole culture, this stock culture, y'all got daughters watching y'all too. Women don't know how to be loved because the first version of love they get is from their father. And when they see their father on the BS that y'all own right now, what are you really teaching your kids? What are your girls growing up thinking is okay? But let you catch your daughter in her bedroom twerking, you gonna try to whoop that ass. But she see you on Instagram watching those videos all day long.
Yeah.
What you think what you gonna do to make this change there, young sir?
You know what? I don't know. I think it's gonna take for myself. You know what? It's gonna take a lot of deep soul searching
We go right.
from every individual. You know what I'm saying? Instead of pointing fingers, instead of putting the blame game, instead of, you know, if a female posts something and then say I like it on Facebook or whatever, and then I try to go back and be like, oh, well, females is like this and like this and like that. I don't know. Maybe there's, I don't know if there's a way that we can, I don't know. It's like we almost need to start like a community deal to where we can actually get women and men together on the same page. You know, so like say like social media, you know how they make those community pages and stuff, and you know, you can create them or whatever. We just need to get everybody on that same page to where, look, if this is the lifestyle that you want to live, if you are looking for love, if you are looking for, you know, want to know how to communicate better, wanting to know, you know, how to hold down a long-lasting relationship. If you want to know anything, like, I think we need to get together as a collective group, as men and women, and talk these things up instead of pointing fingers, blaming on social media. Oh, look at her, she's doing this. Oh, look at him, he's doing this. Thinking this post is always about somebody when it's not. Yeah, I just think we just need to sit down as a community. I think we need to sit down as men and women, and we just really need just to have conversation and clarification to be like, hey, look, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Everybody
we can
wants
basically,
the same thing.
we literally can do exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
You get a Zoom
Yeah.
meeting, you put a Zoom meeting together, you just invite people, and it's about communication. Because
We need to do
that's,
it.
but that's the biggest thing. These have killed communication. Cell phones. People don't talk no more. When I lived in Missouri, y'all don't understand. I've known you for what, since 2001?
Woo. Yeah.
Okay, I've known Chris till well, how old was you? 20, 21?
2001. Yeah.
Okay. There's an age gap, but since I've known this young man, one thing that I will say is, whether it was just sitting around having conversation, whether we were doing music, one thing that we've always maintained to do is sit around and have just good overall communications. I've had conversations with him back when he was married. I've had communications with him when he was single. We've talked when you was a thought. We've had conversations when you wasn't. Yeah. At one point in time, he was stopping, and I was in a relationship, and I was like, "You need to sit your ass down. You need to figure it out. You got to stop doing this." So we go back a long ways, and I think the biggest thing that has detoured probably even both of us at this point in time is, I think we done been through so much that when you do get into a relationship, you've already seen most of the BS that can come at you, and then you end up in a relationship and they do something, and we have, I call it relationship PTSD. They do something and it triggers something in us, and it's like, shit, nah, I can't do this. I'm done. I'm done.
That's me.
And like off the rip, we pull back. And I said, me personally, in trying to be with someone, it's like, I only let you in so much before it's like I'm now reevaluating everything, because it's like I'm giving you this much and you're giving me this much. So why should I give you any more? If we're not on the same playing field, we're both on the same field, but we obviously are playing different games when we supposed to be on the same team. So there's a disconnect. And when it comes to trying to communicate that to somebody, they don't want to hear that. And then what happens is, shortly after, it's either all you wanted was sex, or you got what you wanted out the situation, or you didn't get what you want out the situation, or even, how come you won't fuck me? Which I don't understand, but it's literally like, that's where it is. And I sit here and I look at them and I be like, if we're on the same page, if we gonna make this happen, like, we need to be doing this together. And 9 times out of 10, they bow out. Yeah. But I done bowed out too, because you done already hit my emotional PTSD moment, to where it's like, I done had great relationships, and this is not it. This ain't where it's at. You're not showing me that this is gonna grow into a great relationship. Yeah. So, in closing, close us out, Chris. What are we gonna do?
I'm ready to start that Zoom. I really want to get together with men and women throughout social media, however we got to put it together. And I don't know, I just want to be a part of trying to bring humanity back together. We just need to come together as one. We need to come together as a whole and get to really know one another, get to really know each other, and just put all the BS, aside. Because, I mean, we're not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? We're getting older. And, I'm 36 now. And, you know, I done been through divorces. I done been through my times in relationships. And, you know, a lot of it's been, you know, my fault and not the woman's fault and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm just now learning how to grow from it. And at the same time I'm growing from it, I want to hear other people's stories and, you know, just pretty much bring everybody together as one and, you know, clean this whole mess up to where one day, hopefully, we all can find, you know, that true love or what we're searching for out here in life and be comfortable and not have to be judged and looked at in a different way or, you know, classified as this. And so I would say something like that Zoom meeting would help us out a lot to reach a lot of certain individuals and be able to communicate face to face and pretty much see other people's perspectives on things and how they look at it, men and women.
All right, so moving forward, I'm gonna create a Zoom meeting. Like right now, this is Facebook. We're gonna create a Zoom, a meeting. We'll set up a night and a day. So look forward to that. I'll make sure to make a video on it and throw it out there. And we'll go ahead and we'll put that together. And if you want to join, you just come in. The link will be put out there and you just jump in and you don't have to say nothing or you can say absolutely something. It's totally up to you. But it's going to be open to the public, open to form, open to learn, open if you just want to hear what other people have to say. It's all going to be personal growth. And from there, hopefully this can turn into something that turns into something absolutely huge and amazing and big. It's not about blaming game. One of the biggest things that I'm gonna say in a relationship, when people see posts on Instagrams and the Facebooks and things like that, hey, guess what? 9 times out of 10, when you respond in a negative manner, it's because you feel like it's about you, but because it's based off of what you've done in your past. If you're open and honest to the people that you are dealing with about who you are, where you've been, and what you've done, you would never have anything to hide from anyone else. So the first thing that each and every last one of us, I would say we want to do first and foremost is we need to face our own demons within ourselves and come to the terms that, hey, you did that in your life. Maybe while you were younger, it may be some things that you're currently doing now, but guess what? If you're not happy with the things that you're doing, or if someone were to bring that up and it hurts you, or it brings about a different character in you to where you want to go off on someone because of what they have said or done, maybe you should take the moment to think about the actions that you have done and are doing and start changing that. And guess what? When somebody has something to say, or if someone ever says anything, or if someone brings something to you, it won't bother you because you're already okay with it, because you're okay with who you are. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. Welcome to another episode of Motivational Minutes. I'm your man Bailey. Got my special guest here, Chris, and I'm guaranteeing you're gonna see us again.